Here's your daily Premier League news and transfer window update with me, Harry Scarfe, football content creator and YouTuber. Thank you, Chris Callan, for this opportunity, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please do like and subscribe. Let's get straight into it. First part of the video is going to be going through all your latest news in the last 24 hours. Then we dissecting them and giving my opinions. So do stay tuned. Very interested to hear from you. Fabrizio Romano reports that Brian Mbeumo completed his medical on Saturday, contract until June 2030 plus option until 2031 to follow next ahead of the club statement. Fabrizio Romano reports on the James Trafford and Manchester City stories, reports that contacts between Man City and Burnley have already started as City want to negotiate a fee lower than the buyback clause, which is worth £14 million already agreed like pre-contract. Deal also depends on Ortega or Edison exit. Fabrizio Romano reports Liverpool winger Luis Diaz maintains his plan to leave Liverpool Football Club this summer, with Bayern set to bid again very soon. Bayern want to improve their proposal after €67 million bid rejected as they keep negotiating also for Wolfer Maid. Barcelona remain in contact with Lucho's agents, while Bayern Munich could spend significantly more. That might give them the upper hand in this. Fabrizio Romano reports regarding Leeds that Anton Stack to Leeds United. Here we go. Agreement done with Hoffenheim. Final fee in excess of €20 million. 4-year contract and documents set to be signed. The deal's been done by the Roof agency. Anton Stack is looking forward to a new challenge in the Premier League at Leeds United. Fabrizio Romano reports that Chelsea Ramon Vega is still expected to leave the Blues this summer, with a permanent move anticipated. Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich, and also Premier League clubs are all in the race to sign Vega. Fabrizio Romano understands that Chelsea want a package over €14 million for Vega, while talks with clubs continue. Eddie Howe and Alexander Isak. Eddie Howe said, "It's difficult for me to give 100% clarity on any player. Alex is happy at Newcastle. He loves the players, the staff, the team. I'm confident he'll be here at the start of the season." Fabrizio Romano reports that Evan Ferguson to AS Roma. Here we go. Deal agreed with Brighton on initial loan with €40 million buy option clause. Ferguson preferred Roma ahead of several clubs keen, and the agreement is now verbally between all parties, and Brighton have approved the deal. New striker for Roma. Fabrizio Romano reports that Kyle Walker-Peters late Saturday night completed his medical at West Ham, 3-year deal confirmed, and it's been announced as well. Done deal since Friday. Fabrizio Romano reports that Manchester City expect Galatasaray to approach with an opening bid for Edison soon. Talks already ongoing with the Brazilian goalkeeper, while club-to-club negotiations are still yet to start. Manchester City are working on James Trafford as their new goalkeeper from Burnley. Fabrizio Romano reports that Liverpool closing in on Hugo Ekitike deal with Eintracht Frankfurt as new bid has been submitted that is expected to be accepted. Package worth up to €90 million with add-ons, also part of the proposal being structured between the two clubs. Ekitike has a full agreement with Liverpool on a 6-year contract. Sky Sports News report that Liverpool made an offer of €69 million plus add-ons for Eintracht Frankfurt striker Hugo Ekitike, which is expected to be accepted quickly by Liverpool. Sky Sports News report that Marcus Rashford's potential move is understood to have been given the green light by Barcelona head coach Hansi Flick after he spoke with the player directly. And David Orsien reports that Barcelona are set to pay the whole Marcus Rashford salary as part of a proposed transfer from Manchester United. Impending loan with option to buy includes 100% wage covered by Barcelona, and all parties are working hard to finalise the deal for the 27-year-old Manchester United attacker. Those are your headlines, Premier League headlines, in the last 24 hours, Premier League news and transfer window update. Let's get into them. So start with Brian Mbeumo. That deal's all of a sudden, it took several weeks to get done, but now is going quickly. Now they've seem to agreed everything. So it looks all done. It's had his medical, and it's just club statement we're waiting for now. I think that's a good bit of business for Manchester United. Okay, it took a while. I think Brentford will be, been stubborn, but in the end, I think Brentford have given in a little bit to the way that United wanted it to be. Apparently, Fabrizio Romano reported it's going to be over 4 different instalments. That's definitely how Manchester United wanted it. So yes, they spent a lot of money, but 2 top players in Cunha and Mbeumo has all of a sudden brought them into, I think last season was really bad. I think they're probably, with no signs, like a mid-table club, and I genuinely think that that's where they would be going into the new season. But the signing of Mbeumo and Cunha has all of a sudden should add them to the conversation for European place all of a sudden. Of course, they've got to do a lot more than the two signings. They've got a lot to change at the club on and off the pitch, but Mbamo is a big signing. Having said that, for Brentford to get report £70 million is a very, very good deal at his age. It's a good deal either way. I think for both teams, one of them, you don't get them often. James Trafford's story is interesting. Will Burnley take less than £40 million? What's he worth? If I'm Burnley, I probably do try and hold out for that buyback clause. It depends how good you believe he is. Apparently, it depends on Ortega or Edison exit. It seems Edison's the more likely at the moment. So Trafford's definitely one to watch. I know Newcastle want him, but apparently Burnley and Man City have that upper hand because of that buyback clause, again, according to Fabrizio Romano. Interesting with Luis Diaz because it appears that Liverpool want to keep him, but he wants to leave Liverpool. Lots of clubs interesting. The fact that Fabrizio Romano says here that Bayern can spend more makes me think that he will go to Bayern Munich if he leaves Liverpool, which he seems keen to do. So let's say I think he's going to go to Bayern Munich because Liverpool want apparently about 100 million and we're only at 67 million euros. It might be 100 million euros that they want, but even so, it's a long way away, over 33 million euros at least away. So Bayern Munich, I think we've seen it with Elise, they will pay the big bucks in the end. Don't know a lot about Anton Stack, but I know that Leeds United are getting business done. 20 million euros is apparently looking forward to challenge at Leeds. It'll be interesting to see how he gets on. Ramon Vega is an interesting one, set to leave Chelsea. I think he's one of the better Chelsea players they should be keeping hold of, but they can't guarantee him minutes because they've got a lot of players. Interesting to see where he goes with his day in the Premier League. Atletico Madrid, Bayern. Again, Bayern interested. How much money can Bayern spend is the big one. Atletico seem to be short, with cash in hand. We saw that with Romero, so maybe he won't go to Atletico. But again, time will tell. I think he's a good player. Eddie Howe speaking about Isak, he's confident to say that he think he'd be here at next season. Evan Ferguson to AS Roma. How's he done that after his loan spell at West Ham then? That's a pretty good deal for Brighton to get 40 million euros, but he's only a buy option clause. So Brighton have only got a loan, so you could look at that again two ways. Kyle Walker-Peters, a good bit of business in West Ham, struggled to see many cons with that. Sorts out their full-back issues, both sides, versatility. I think it's a really smart bit of business from West Ham. Interesting to see about Edison's future. Again, it'll be about the price. Can it be right? Galatasaray, will Edison want that move? We'll have to see. Hugo to TK, that deal's picked up really quickly. I think he's expected to be a Liverpool player. I think that'll be announced really quick, even before maybe next week. So they've robbed Newcastle of him. That's a big signing for Liverpool. I question PSR, FFP. What's happening here? Rashford to Barcelona, that's a big move and a really good move as well. A good bit of business from Man United to have 100% of his wage covered, even though it's only an initial loan. It's got a buy option and 100% of the wages covered, so they're not paying anything for Rashford. It's a real positive from Man United point of view and reducing the wage bill. That is your daily Premier League news and transfer window roundup with me, Harry Scarfe. Please follow me at HarryScarfe22 across social media. Also have my own YouTube channel, Harry Scarfe. Contains my own podcast too, the Scarfe Spurs podcast. I'm a proud regular here at Chris Callan's channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. All the best.